State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Tighten up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him. A gain there of 21 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run on the draw. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 3. Delta.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Check 31, check 31, check 13.
Now back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first. Down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Like 20. Get hot.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
49, check 49, check 50, check 50. Showing up.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 14-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch out. Everyone got 4 down. Check 3.
Hey, Shell. Hey, Alpha.
Now it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check 26.
Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Bartlett. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Cohen. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
65.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go. 180. Come on, come get some.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 10 more there and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. Because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80! White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Garoppolo. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he completes it to Cohen. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo airing it out, looking for, oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd and short. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past him.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Gall. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
You got nothing. Watch. Tell.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you.
They try again with Cohen. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 21-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Prater to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 70 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Like 20.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
After the interception, here's gone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Jim. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st down, Goff. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down. Gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Done.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jamie Collins able to get in there and drop him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Got 20.
59.
Goff going to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, gun. 12.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
20.
Watch the pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home.